So beautiful AP2 S2000 here in the shop. Compliments of my buddy Luis. And this is his personal vehicle. He brought it in for me to replace that thing. Yeah. So we're gonna be replacing this with a new A.R.C.E titanium intake. And I'm not sure who did this one, but you can see some intrusion in there. This is not the best quality. So we're gonna be getting away from that and getting into titanium pie cuts, which I'll be reviewing with you guys here shortly. Okay guys, so now we're back at the fab table and I have a side-by-side comparison here of titanium in the raw finish as you get it and a polished one that I just finished doing just a little bit ago. So you can see in the raw finish, there's some nicks, things like that during shipping that happen. There's a seam for the weld when they put the tubing together. And, you know, these were made in-house. So after cutting them, putting them on the bandsaw, you get little nicks, scratches, light scratches, nothing crazy. But you don't want to present this to a client. You know, this is not what you want to do. You can brush these out if you have a special machine to brush them out, which I do have here as well. Or you can polish them out like this. And I chose to polish them because we are building an intake system today. And the reason for the polish versus the dull is that the polish is gonna bring out those vibrant colors. If you're looking for blues, purples, reds, you're gonna be able to obtain that more vibrantly by polishing it. And that's gonna give you that competitive edge when you're looking for colors and stuff like that in titanium when you are bluing it yourself. So that's what you want. Make sure you polish it. Some guys do, some guys don't. I've done it both ways, brushed and then blued. It looks good. It looks a matte finish. It looks crazy. And it looks really good polished too. Since this one's gonna be under the hood and not really exposed to the elements, I would like to do it in a polished finish so that way it gives me a more vibrant color. So next up, I'm gonna be putting all these together, tacking them up, and then going ahead and hooking up the back purging plugs from TIG Aesthetics, and after that, start welding. Okay, so finished tacking everything up. Beautiful 90, came out solid. So now that everything's tacked up, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good wipe down one more time. Clean any kind of debris that's on there off. Make sure the polish is nice and shiny. At this stage, you can't add any polish because the polish will get stuck inside of each of these rings. And where all the joints are at, as soon as you start welding, that polish is gonna come through and destroy your weld, and it's gonna look like complete shit. So you gotta make sure during this process of tacking up, getting everything prepped, that you don't nick the tubes, otherwise you're gonna have to pull it apart and start over. So now that we're here, I'm gonna get this thing, like I said, cleaned and get it over to my torch so I can burn everything to the color that I want it to be and go ahead and start welding this thing up. All wrapped up from welding. Man, oh man, came out beautiful. Look at those tiger stripes. Wow. Beautiful setup for the S2000. You can see the inside there all nice and back purged, clean, tiger striping on the inside as well. Super stoked how this came out. Next up, installation. Okay, new intake system is on. Amazing. Makes the engine bay look so much more aggressive, so clean. Beautiful setup, definitely eye candy for the S2000. So I hope you guys loved tagging along. I'm gonna be signing off here shortly, guys. Thanks for staying tuned and following along with me, Andy, at A.R.C.E on Art of the Pie Cut.